I like Benchmade, like the Onslaught, hands down one of my favorite knives ever, period. Ah, fuck, there it is, the end of my video. Okay, whatever, part 2. My video stops at like 20 minutes, I guess.
Oh, mine too.
Did it start over? Did it start over?
Yeah.
Alright, cool, we'll just do a 2-parter here. So, anyway, part 2 here, guys. So, yeah, there was no space there for us, it just kind of started over. So, I'll keep going about Benchmade here. So, the Benchmade flipper that just came out, I mean, no offense to the maker. I know the maker is a good knife maker, but the scales
okay, I'm gonna say I think the new Benchmade is like somebody tried to do a pimp job and like somebody who just doesn't know. They try to do something new, but it does not work for me. No, the little scallops in it in the hand.
And what a terrible! I mean, that's a good. I mean, Alpha Knives probably made the color of that G10 that they have on there, the Coyote Tan and Brown. I mean, I like that G10, but
the color is nice. But just
if they were to contour it and make it smooth with that, show that wood finish look,
that would be beautiful.
It would be amazing. I'm gonna pimp one soon, guys.
Put the Anso pattern. Do you have to ask to do the Anso pattern?
No, that's not really a. He doesn't own that pattern, I don't think. The Anso pattern.
That would look amazing on it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what gets me is like older Benchmades. I really like them a lot. Like this is a great knife right here, and the one Sebastian had the other day or yesterday, that sprint run with the blue black G10. With the blue, the blue standoffs. I'm not crazy about those,
but I love some Benchmade.
This is awesome, though. I mean, this is like
Griptilian
awesome.
Griptilian is one of the best knives, also.
Yeah,
Paramilitary 2 and Griptilian are probably the 2 best knives, like what you can get for the best bang for your money.
It's frustrating with those plastic handles, though. They should. But then you get the Bone Collector is basically you get the Bone Collector. You're looking at a Griptilian with G10.
Yeah, but at the same time you're gonna add like 2 ounces of weight. If you like me, that you do like the light stuff in the pocket because you have so much shit in the pockets.
Baby nothing fancy
then,
over here.
Yeah, that's one thing I agree. Me personally, I like the lighter knives.
I do too. I mean, this is like really light, and I love that about it.
It's pretty cool.
It's super lightweight.
Yeah, so the plastic on the Griptilians don't bother me.
What about the Spyderco Southern? My favorite, still my favorite.
Real argument. No, I love that knife.
He thinks it's too much money. I think it's worth the money for sure. I explained to him why it's so expensive.
Hey, here's the thing. I'm not saying it's not worth the money. I'm just saying it's too much for a production knife. The knife is great. It's good.
See, here's where I see. It's a production knife, but you got Spyderco quality. I mean, if you're looking at like I don't know, Mantis knives or something. I don't know, like some. And it's like a $300 knife or something like that. It's a production model. I wouldn't trust it, but I trust Spyderco and their quality. And I think Southern's design here is just amazing.
It is beautiful. I need to find somebody who has like really beaten up one.
If anybody wants to sell a beaten up one,
to sell it to me for cheap. Yeah, I do want this knife. It is really cool. It's not big even for me. It's nice.
But you got a lot of blade there, man.
Yeah, I like it.
You got a lot of blade. I mean, that curve there, that belly is just all the way from the beginning of the grind all the way to the tip. It's no straight lines, just this nice swoop.
It's this beautiful knife. It's really nice. It's
incredible. I love it. I mean, some people don't like brown G10. I mean, I really like the sprint run colors they pick, but a lot of people don't. I don't understand why.
Yeah, the brown is pretty cool. I like it.
A lot of people don't like brown though. They don't like the earth brown at all.
I think it's nice. Only thing what I told you yesterday, I noticed. If you look, like, you have the titanium frame, which is certain thickness, let's say 0.2, no? And then you have the titanium liner on this side, which is pretty nice and beefy, I like that. But then they put the G10, the actual G10 is actually the thickness of the frame.
But here's the theory on this. Brad Southern wants us to pimp it with the original scale.
Oh, that's the theory?
It's like a blank canvas, man. That's what it almost, because see my Emerson.
It makes the knife, let me finish where I was going. It makes the knife, this side is pretty much the liner width thicker than the frame side. It's kind of weird. Yeah. They could have just put the thinner G10 and make it kind of even. I don't know if there is any reason for it. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but like if you're doing something, I would probably try to make it even. Yeah, I mean, I had the thicker titanium, was even thicker than that, and it looked fine to me. It never bugged me. And usually something like that would really bug me a lot because I'm like anal. I think I would actually like this knife even with just take the scale off, just leave the titanium, just chamfer the corners of the titanium. Too thin. Look how thick it is. It's actually nice and beefy liner. Yeah, I think it would be pretty neat too. I'd put a little piece on top of it maybe. But yeah, like this Emerson I pimped, I use the original scale, and we're really like working with like barely anything anymore. Concealed carry, yeah, that's. Yeah, this is my CQC
15 snubby, or yeah, 15. What is it? I forget now.
That's
14.
the only pimp jobs I dare to try. The original scales.
Yeah.
I hate that.
What do you think of Emerson's?
I don't ask me that. That's too much controversy. I don't like them. None of them are my shape. There's one that I want to try sometimes, the A100. That's the only Emerson I like. How
that's
it looks.
That's like the most boring knife.
Yeah, but that's the only one like.
But it is a nice knife though.
That's the only one of the older Emerson that, in my eyes, like yeah, I'm willing to have this like because it looks alright for me. The rest is just like.
Everybody, it seems like everybody I talk to, there's always a different point of view on Emersons. Like Sebastian likes Emersons. I like Emersons to an extent, and you know, Vance is kind of here and there with it, and you know, like Bob, we were talking to Bob, he doesn't like Emersons at all. Neither does Todd. He had a lot of knives, but he never had any Emersons either. So a lot of collectors that I know don't have Emersons, and there's like I mean, there's so many things about Emersons that people could argue about how much they hate, like the grind, the fit and finish on the handles, like, you know, the water jet lines and everything, but I don't know. That's like beating a dead horse, so I don't even go there. But they're my favorite knives to pimp. They're the easiest to pimp, and they look the best because the blade looks gorgeous and the handles look like shit. So it's like you're just basically, I mean, they're just plain. They don't look like shit. They're just plain. You know what I mean? All right, you get the Lum Chinese here. I love the Lum Chinese, but here's the thing with the Lum Chinese that I don't like. Same with the Rock Lobster, which I'm actually sending out to get pimped. I have never had a knife pimped by anybody before. This guy's pimping it for the first. He's never pimped a knife before, like a production knife.
But he made knives.
Yeah, but he's never done a production knife. Yeah, he has an idea, and he I don't know what it is, but you know what? I'm willing to see what someone like that's doing for it.
He's a friend of ours, Bruce Nebulax123, the guy we're gonna say at for the Blade Show, and I stood with him last year. Really good guy, and he's very precise. Like his knives,
I can't wait to see it. I don't know what he's gonna do to it. It's gonna be funny though.
Like his knives, when he really puts the finish on the knife, makes even Jeff's fancy finish and my best ever finish makes it look like crap compared to what he does. He is really like, you know, he takes his time.
Well, back to the knife though. The thing I don't like about this and the Chinese is you got this lock area here, where it's just a real thin piece of G10, a real thin liner, and it does not feel good on your hands. Left-handed always does.
This one is a little different because my index finger is not on it. My index finger, where most pressure is actually in front of it on the nice flat thing. I like this knife a lot. It's just such a cool little elegant elegant
It is a gorgeous knife, and Bob Lum is definitely one of the best knife makers out there.
Especially with the sandblast set carbon fiber on it.
Yeah. It looked like crap before.
It still has that cool pattern, but it doesn't have the cheesy glossy finish on it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
I didn't mind it, but yeah, I can see what Jeff was saying. Like he didn't like it. But
it just doesn't do it for me.
Do you like the pattern?
Yeah, I like it now. It doesn't look the same. Here, show it face towards it. Yeah, it's sandblasted, so there's no more shininess, and you can feel it. It's textured. It feels awesome. Yeah. And I really like his new watch he's got on there.
Oh yeah, I got that really awesome from Bob. I wanted to buy these, and Bob really blew my mind.
I'm gonna have to get one. I'm gonna have to get one now because I really like it.
And this one says,
Yojimbo 2. Paramilitary.
If you like paramilitary but don't like the blade shape and are a Warney guy, there's your choice.
But here's the thing though, with the Yojimbo, I wanted one so bad. You guys remember, like, I used to talk about how much I wanted one and I couldn't find it. And I hated it because the lock hurt my finger. Like early in the morning, your fingers are like all numb and like sore just from the night or working before. Well, here's the thing: that not many knives really hurt my fingers, but that one just pinching that. But the thing is, I've seen ones that aren't like that. But the paramilitaries are always nice and smooth when you disengage. That one, I don't know. I mean, I like the knife still, but I mean they wear in. I mean, I'm sure yours is worn in nicely, so.
Little bit. Only thing what I would change personally, this doesn't bother me, it's pretty neat for me. The hole is small. Yeah. I wish it had the same size hole as a paramilitary. It could fit there if you.
Well, what's your favorite opening mechanism on a folder?
This.
The hole? Spider hole?
No. Oh, opening mechanism? Yeah.
Yeah, like a thumb stud, spider hole, thumb disc.
Often it comes to the actual knife because the way where it's positioned and the way, you know, the pivot is, so the way as it moves, a lot of times it actually matters, because there are some knives that have thumb stud that I love. It just works perfectly, no? Yeah. But Spidey hole is just the most universal, I think. But it also comes down to the blade again. Like this one is kind of awkward to open with the hole because the hole is so small and it's kind of comes into the, like it comes underneath the G10. If they would move it, make it bigger in this area, I think it would be better. But it's a cool knife, especially now with this grind.
Yeah.
And this one, I traded a blade yesterday with Jeff. I like this.
It's a smooth knife.
When I first came across Surefire knives, it was a couple of years back when I was getting into the knives, and I've seen them.
I thought they were horrible.
I instantly fell in love with the fixed blade one they have. Instantly fell in love with it. It was nice. And I never liked their folding knives. This is the only folding knife I like. I
what about the Charlie?
Love this.
The Charlie.
I don't like any other of their folding knives.
The Charlie looks like a Hinder or something like that. I mean,
for some reason, none of their other folding knives do it for me. This one does.
I saw it. I thought it was. Like this I thought it was so overpriced and garbage. But until I met Vance, who had like all of them, I really started appreciating it. Then I got pissed off because they stopped making them. But that one's awesome.
I like this one.
It's got a lot of tools on it. I mean, a lot of cool stuff there. And I've used the little wire cutter at the top there.
Pry bar screwdriver. Yeah, this is very neat. That wire cutter is neat. You can, put the wire through and just snip it.
And I have a Jekyll that I'm pimping. So
you have the nuts, like the sizes. These are all different sizes.
I don't like the pocket clip on that one though. It moves around a lot.
Did it move even before it was broke?
It moved like crazy.
Oh, it did, yeah.
I mean, it's a good clip and doesn't go anywhere. It just bugs me.
Seatbelt cutter on it. It's a cool knife. This one I like. I don't even have to loosen it to make it a little smoother.
And it's got the. I like the pin. The stop pin inside there moving along. You kind of see it skeletonized, but I really like the way it looks. Like really like the way that knife looks. But I like the older one better. Here, close it. The way this thing looks right there. It's just so badass. It's got all this cool stuff coming off. It's like a freaking like race car or something. I don't even know, man. It looks like something like a.
There's a lot of cool things.
Like it's just cool. The pivot is just really cool looking. It's just awesome. Not fun to pimp though.
I can't believe it. On this one actually, there is like a backspacer here that holds the razor blade for a seatbelt cutter and actually has a thread for that screw that holds the clip. It broke on Jeff. He was doing something and it broke. He actually managed to do it, copy the thing and make it out of G10. The screw isn't there perfect for the pocket clip, but everything works. And if you've seen that thing in pieces, it was just ridiculous. It had like freaking cutouts and milled out areas. It's just really, really crazy. I couldn't believe when he made like, one day I was here and he showed it to me broken. And then the next day I see a video of him showing, by the way, I did this backspacer here. I said, oh man, how's that?
Yeah, I wanted to use it so bad and I couldn't do it. What about this guy here? You got the cold steel.
I was never a fan of those.
Highlight. You know what? It's a good knife because it's strong. The lock. I like the lock a lot.
Yeah, they did well constructed. Cool thing there, right? With the it's like bended over. Yeah, that is.
It is a well constructed little knife there. I need the big one too, but I just the style is just to me. I don't like that at all.
Stiletto, it's called. No?
Yes. It's like I don't. I mean, if I was to have a stiletto, I'd take that one, I guess, because I don't like all the stag and stuff.
There's a small one, no?
Yeah, it's the big one. The big one's massive.
Don't even show that. I gotta
fantasy knives, man.
I gotta talk about this because I like the guy. I like Mikkel Hogg a lot. Like the show, The Man, Woman, Wild. Well, it was one of my favorite shows because it was just fun. You got to learn something, and it was fun to watch them. Woman in the freaking jungle. And he had that helium right? from Tops, and he came up with his own designs. You can see the reminder of the helium. But these are made in China, like they're not knife company, it's actually his knife company, like his knives. But I think this is really ridiculous.
This is an interesting concept there, though.
Such a cool
That's an interesting concept with the flip-up hilt there, but it's just like... I mean, the blade shape is terrible for me. I hate that, like, a lot. I mean... It's cool looking, I guess, for some people.
I think that's what his mom enjoys.
Well, there's some of some of Jason Browse's knives. I don't like them because of the way they look. But that's just because I'm not into anything that's even slightly fantasy. I know Jason Browse is into that, but they're functional knives though.
Let me.
There's no knock on Jason Browse. He's got so many damn designs.
Hold on. Let me set it up for you so we can fight now. It's so funny, man. I wish he made something cool because he has plenty of experience.
He's probably got other knives.
Really cool knives. You see this? He probably loves this blade shape because he's like the Helium that's been around forever. That's his blade shape, and
is that what the shape is?
Yeah, same thing. It's like a big, really big chopper.
Oh, yeah, a chopper would probably be nice. But what about the Spyderco military? This is a titanium military. Now, my opinion, real quick, it's a good knife and everything. The thinness bugs me a little bit for what is called a military, and you know, that's always been a controversial thing, is how thin that tip is. But it's a great slicer. I hate the body screws. Absolutely hate them. They're terrible. They are so weak. It's not even funny. The tip down only thing is getting a little old. It's definitely time for a military 2. I mean, they've been talking about making a military 2 for a long time. I mean, what do you think of it compared to a paramilitary?
I think it's a good knife. It's obviously too big for me, but I liked it when I had a couple in my home.
I've had a bunch.
I had the fluted T.
I've never seen that one in person.
It was gorgeous. I have another one coming home now for like customizing and resell. It's a beautiful knife, especially the fluted one. It's just beautiful. Because
I like the G10 models better than the
It's so much lighter than this, the fluted one. It's a nice knife. Blade shape I like. I kind of understand. I like that this is what it is. You know, if you're talking about self-defense and everything, you want.
Oh yeah.
Tip.
I don't know the military thing. I just feel like I don't know military like you know, if I was gonna go out and something like this thing.
I don't know. From what I heard is that military is supposed to be because it's such a huge handle that
but they break right here.
Come on. It was like, you probably like.
One of my first things I heard about Spyderco when I first got into the forums was I saw a picture of a military broken down right here, like broken here and then a piece off here, and I thought, oh well, they break because of the hole. And then the SE guys, I used to talk to the SE guys, and there's one dude that would hang out in the forums, and he hated all Spydercos because there was a hole in it. Oh, I can talk about it because he didn't care. He's proud of it. He thinks that it's just a weak point in the blade, but. You know,
I'm saying like
I disagree.
If there's nothing wrong with the steel, like microfracture or something. If you're gonna try to break a knife, you're gonna break it in the pivot, not in the steel. Some people don't realize how strong that steel is.
Oh yeah, I gotta end this. I'm going on part 3 here. So
yeah, my battery is dying completely. It's gonna show up any second.
We're gonna.
Guys, thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.
I got another minute, so I can end my outro here. And I got like 2 minutes left here. So yeah, basically we're just. I know there's probably a lot of things that will make people like cringe in this video, but you know, that's the thing about knives, guys. They're fun. We collect them. It's like our life, pretty much. I mean, it's a small joy in a hectic life sometimes. You know, some people it's the only thing that gets them through the day sometimes. You know what I mean? Just their knife, they love it. You know, knife collecting is great. The community's great, and there's a lot of points of views and a lot of really passionate people out there that take things way too far sometimes.
Yeah.
When it comes to the blade steels, I mean, it's just nuts. It is with everything.
It's not just the knives. Like,
yeah, guns especially.
You respect others' opinions.
I do, but if you're too damn like...
Oh, yeah.
Oh my! Like if you're a little smarty pants and everything is just got to be some scientific crap.
What I'm saying. Those people just generally needs to learn how to respect others' opinions. You listen, you may think about it, and then you say, okay, I agree, I disagree, but
you know, Sebastian's got the best. Sebastian's got the best philosophy. If it makes you happy, who cares? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because he'll make a trade with you for something that's worth less than what, or worth more than what you're trading him or something. But if he wants it, it just makes him happy. And I agree. Exactly. I'm the same way. This makes me happy, even though it's ridiculous. But it makes me really happy. I love it. It's really cool. And if someone doesn't like it, it's good for them. That's just their taste. You know, some people don't like some things. You know. So don't you know, just try to ease up, guys, on that stuff. And you know, when it comes to knife designs, it's hard to design a new fixed blade.
Oh, I love it when you hear.
When it comes to frame lock knives, dude,
it's like this or it's copy of this. It's not.
People making frame locks.
Most of the time, it's not.
Frame lock knives are the hardest thing, and you're under so much scrutiny when you make one of these things that I almost get upset for knife makers when they put something out and there's something wrong with it, because it is quite a feat to make one of these work properly. You see, mine's off center. No blade play, but it's off center. That would just kill some people. But anyway, guys, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this 2-parter here with me and Gavkoo, just off the top of our head. This is something we would talk about anyway. We would sit here and do this when everybody's
pretty
here.
Much every day we get to talk, just not all.
Yeah, I always wanted to do this. So you just got 2 opposing opinions. We actually kind of agreed on most stuff here. So
yeah, it's like we said. Like I don't like something, but I don't like it because of the handle shape or something.
Yeah. It's all just personal preference, pretty much, guys. So anyway, guys, have a great day. And thanks for watching.
And don't cut yourself.
Oh God, do you have to throw that in there?
Yeah.